Let's see, anything on the other side? Shrine of Sankt Satya and the waterfall. Let's take a look at the waterfall. Come on. Oh, who are you? Old Otto. The alte Otto. Schau mal. Okay, rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto hasn't split it up. Hello, old Otto. Good to see you, Andreas. Oh, just that. Okay. And there's the waterfall. The waterfall must flow down from the snow melt in the mountains above the abbey. That seems reasonable. Oh, the old salt mine. The soil in these woods is rich and moist. It would be an excellent place to forage for mushrooms once I have some free time. Yes, that would be cool. The old salt mine. Even more to explore. Let's see. Tassing's old salt mine. How the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Also called the Via Imperii, the Imperial Road links Venice in the south with Stettin on the Baltic Sea in the north. It passes through Verona, Innsbruck, Nuremberg and many other cities along the way. It also brings thousands of travelers to Tassing and Kiersau every year. Okay. Alright, that's the dead end for now. Let's go back to the waterfall area. And move back to the direction I'm actually supposed to be going. At least for now. Right, there was also the shrine of Sankt Satya. Let's take a look. A carving of Saint Satya. It looks quite old. Oh, okay. Just a closer look at that. Well then, I thought maybe we could find some sort of secret there as well, but there isn't exactly going to be a library hidden behind that mural on the tree. So, yeah. Let's go to the lower abbey, see what's going on there. There's Michlaus. God be with you, Andreas. Is God with us? Look at the rain. Are you still preparing to leave, even with this weather? The weather is unfortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Salomea, will be arriving today. That's her. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives. How long have they been married? 7 years now. She's a fine woman, a true lady. I was hoping to bid farewell to the Baron before he leaves. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. He was glad you were willing to debate him at supper, even though he's sure the abbot will hold it against you. Well, Luther's work is worth debating, regardless of what the abbot thinks. I just love arguing, honestly. The abbot is too conservative. I find it's best to ignore him. The Baron is a patron of the abbey. I didn't want to refuse him. And the abbot is too conservative. Well, I wouldn't want to anger an abbot, but I'm just a servant. Haven't the favor complained about being late to the abbey. Nodded at the Baron. Tried to turn down the Baron's supper invitation. Engaged him in debate and expressed fascination at Luther. It's not enough, sadly. I wouldn't go that far. Unfortunately, it seems that you may have offended the Baron in some way. Some way? Or some ways. I would not fret too much about it, Master Mahler. He's a forgiving man. Where has your master gone then? He went for a walk earlier in the morning. He didn't say when he'd be back. I hope he returns soon. The rain is turning everything to mud. Seems odd given the weather. I hope he returns soon. The rain is turning everything to mud. My lord might surprise you, Andreas. He never minds getting mud on his boots. Of course, I am the one who has to clean them. The Baron seems to be quite an unusual man in many ways. Well, I apologize for taking up so much of your time. Good luck, good speed, and I hope you can keep dry. I'll say the second one. It's no trouble, and many thanks. Until next time, Andreas. Oh, one thing before you go. Did you see a short, surly-looking young man in a hat on your way up this morning? That can only be Martin Bauer, or I didn't, I'm sorry. I didn't, I'm sorry. That's a shame. Did something happen? I should go, I hope this rain lets up for you soon. Did something happen? Some of my lord's rings went missing, along with some gulden. Gold coins used as currency throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Though different standards exist for the gulden in different regions, it is generally equivalent to the Florentine florin. No need to concern yourself though. My lord is a man of means, he won't miss them. In any case, I must finish preparing the horse. It was good talking to you, Andreas. Of course, I hope this rain lets up for you soon. God willing, until next time. Until then. Okay. We can go inside. Anything in here? No. Alright. That's the abbot house, we can't enter that. I mean, since we're not on good terms, that's not surprising. Let's go to the upper abbey. And I guess we should return to the scriptorum, right? The weather's awful, but I still have to get to the scriptorum. Hopefully tempers have calmed down since last night. Yeah, let's go to the scriptorum. Now, what was the quickest way to get there? Was it through the cloister? I think it was. Infirmary, monastery, loquarium, large garden, that's the courtyard, refectory, that's the church, the dormitory, kitchen, cellar. I think it was it through the dormitory? I think I went that way. Yeah, I think this seems about right. That's the church. That's the Old Bailey. Yes, we have to go through the Old Bailey and into the scriptorium. I mean. There we are. Oh, he's missing. Oh, this is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked and there's not a drop of rain in here. Good thing the abbot had Otto replace the roof to the scriptorium and library last month. With the calefactory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet. Calefactory? Communal warming room in the monasteries. Calefactories are usually attached to the cloister, but in Kiersau it's part of the old abbey, and therefore connected to the old scriptorium. It keeps the monks warm and the library dry. Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. The abbot's foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. The town hasn't fared as well. I'm sure they'll be fine. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care. Brother Guy, your heart is harder than the stone of this floor. Yeah, he's a bit of an asshole, huh? Huh? We have the grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one? Brother Piero? Have you seen him yet today? I did. Before Brother Guy arrived, Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot about Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot some time ago. What? Why is Mathieu ringing the bell? It can't be terse already. I pray it stops soon. Such a cacophony is an assault on my frail ears. It's not stopping. I suppose this means we're being summoned to the chapter house. God, give me the strength to endure the rain. It's 50 feet, old man. You'll be fine. God, give me the strength to endure this, man. Okay. I guess since we're being summoned... Well, maybe we're not summoned. We're not a monk. It's still not stopping. What's going on? This can't all be because of the storm. I should see what's the matter. Okay, where exactly do we have to go here? Chapter house, I guess, is what they said. So through the cloister, maybe? We'll see. So Old Bailey again. Oh, a startling scream. That was out here. Where was the startling scream? Let's take a look. Does it tell us where we should go? From the chapter house. Okay. Wait, is the chapter house through here? That's the cemetery. That's the prior's house. I think the chapter house is through the dormitory into the what's it called? The cloister, right? And then kitchen and cellar, church. I think that's coming from down the hall. Maybe the chapter house. I think those screams are coming from the chapter house, yes. I think something terrible has happened, Master Andreas. There's the chapter house. That's Rothvogel. What's happened or remain silent? I guess I'll remain silent for now. Please, Father, where is Brother Florian? Have him come quickly. Be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. Ah! Sister Margarete, calm yourself. Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Margarete back to the garden. Yes, Mother Cecilia. God protect us. The Baron was a friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. Why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop? This abbey is odd in more than one way. Its existence offends some in the church. We are far enough from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us, but this could bring unwanted attention. Florian, how easily do you think you could dispose of this body? Father Abbot, what are you saying? Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? Do you want to see soldiers of the Prince Bishop march up our steps and fling your brothers and sisters out of our home? Okay, a lot of prayers going on. Silence! Quiet! Calm yourselves, all of you. Father Abbot, Baron Rothvogel's manservant is already preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. This is not the time for rash decisions. Yes, you're right, forgive me. But then, what will we do? We must send the Baron's man to the court of the Prince Bishop in Freising at once. Mother Cecilia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop, the Prince Bishop's Archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the Imperial Diet. Even better, swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's stature, the Archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. We must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes, good. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Brother Voislav, please detain Brother Piero in the cellar until the Prince Bishop's man arrives. What? Brother Piero? Why? That's absurd. That's absurd. You'll take him over my dead body or say nothing. That's absurd. He was caught in flagranti delicto, covered in blood with a knife in his hand. That means, like, while he was doing it. Yeah, in blazing offense, indicating an individual has been caught in the act of committing a crime. Father, do you really believe that Brother Piero is capable of such a foul deed? Yes, capable enough when motivated by anger. I had no anger against the Baron, Father Abbot. I simply came across him like this. No anger? Not even for insulting your work and forcing you to give it to Andreas? This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop's man arrives, we must not be empty-handed. Even if Piero wanted to kill the Baron, he's not physically capable of the act. He wasn't angry. Anyone who was in the scriptorium knows that. Even Guy knows that. Yeah. Be quiet. This is not your affair. It is my affair if you're going to make me part of Brother Piero's supposed motive. Forgive me, Father Gernot. I just don't think that Brother Piero would have done this. I'll go with the first one. I am through debating this with you. My decision stands. Brother Voislav will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Andreas out of the abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do you understand me? Yes, this is ridiculous, but yes, or say nothing. This is ridiculous, but yes. Look, I feel like my reputation with Gernot is down the drain already, so, whatever. Andreas, listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Piero did this either, but this isn't the time to push the abbot. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe Piero is innocent as well, but the abbot is worried about the Prince Bishop's attention. If you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear them. I have to do something. I can't let Piero die for something he didn't do. I have to do something. I appreciate your passion, but if you pursue this indelicately, you could make matters worse. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. Go to the Druckers, eat a good meal, and come back at Nona's. We won't have much time, but tap on my window with a small stone and I'll let you in. Let me in for what? To examine the body. Well, thank you. Okay. I should follow Florian's advice and go to the Druckers. Hopefully it will clear my head. Okay. Let's do that, I guess. Alright. That's to the meadow. I think the Druckers are that way. Yeah, they're at the church, right? There we go. Yeah, church and Druckers. There we go. There's the church. Good day, Andreas. Back from the abbey already. It's only noon. Andreas, are you alright? No, something terrible has happened. I'm not sure. I'm fine, don't worry about it. No, something terrible has happened. Oh god, what happened? No, forgive me. Come inside and sit down for a minute. If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest. Yes, this has been a difficult day. I could use a distraction. I'll go with the first one. Not an imposition at all. My friends are always welcome in my home. Besides, I could use your opinion on something. Okay. Good day, Andreas. Should I fix you a plate? If it's not too much trouble, I'd appreciate it. I'm always glad to eat your cooking, Marie. No, I'm sorry, I don't have much of an appetite right now. I think that is probably appropriate. That's a shame, but I'll fix your plate anyway, in case it comes back. Hello. Hello, Berthold. How are you? Sleepy. Come back to my workshop. Okay? I'm going to do a new run of Till Eulenspiegel. There was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, but it was awful, almost bereft of illustrations. What do you think of these new ones? They look wonderful, excellent work. The figures and composition are terrific, but the background is quite dense and busy. I think it's fine. I'm not an art critic, mind you, but I can pass what's going on quite well, I think. Looks wonderful. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Marie know. Are these her woodcuts? They are. The drawings were mine, but she did the block cuts. I've got enough talent to draw the designs, but only she can do the woodcuts and the type. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen. 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 I'm hungry. I'm just gonna say the regular thing. Andreas, what were the bells for at the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time. The visiting nobleman, Lorenz Rothvogel, was found murdered in the chapter house. God in heaven, he just rode by here yesterday. Yes, and it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in the scriptorium, Piero, was accused of the crime. That's awful. A murder in Kiersau? How could a monk do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. The Baron seemed like an interesting man, and I know he's been a patron of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? And does the abbot really believe that Brother Piero killed him? You've always spoken of him in the kindest terms. It seemed like Lorenz had been stabbed, but I don't know. There was a lot of blood around him. But I'd rather not speculate about what happened. I'd rather spare you the details, but it's hard to believe what happened to him was natural. It seems like he was stabbed. But no, I can't believe Piero did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Stabbed? It's hard for me to imagine a monk doing that as well, but who knows? Oh, but could it have been one of the sisters? But if it wasn't Brother Piero, who do you think could have done it? I did see Lucky Steinauer get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday, just before I walked by your place. Lucky? Why would he have cause to shout at a nobleman? Ah, what do we eat now? Egg pasta, farmer's bread, sausage. Farmer's bread tends to be really good. There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear. What do you mean by that? I'm not one to trade gossip, but if you really want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Or Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. Could it have something to do with the nuns? Why Mother Cecilia? I didn't realize she saw much of Tassing. Could it have something to do with the nuns? But would Lucky argue with Lorenz about nuns? Oh, there's no need for that. Lucky is a forthright man. I'm sure if you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about. Thank you both. That's good advice. There's something else, though. When Lorenz and I were walking through the meadow, the widow Kemperin came out of the woods and... I mean, widow, I know what that means. I'll just quickly click it so we get the entry. Oh, that's just her picture. Came out of the woods and... Yes? Well, she cursed him. I'm not surprised. Ottilia's late husband, Rannig, ran afoul of Lorenz on his last visit to Tassing. I don't remember the details, but Rannick died just last year, and Ottilia hasn't been the same since. I guess we'll go with the pasta before it gets cold. She was always... well, she was always an old bitch, even before she was old. Klaus, that's enough. She's had to deal with a lot, with jobs lot in life. And now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. There are rumors she's going to lose her property soon. I do pity her, even if she's a... bitter woman. There should be some exception in the law for her to inherit. That seems like it would be more just, yes. It wasn't always this way. I think my great-grandmother inherited this land way back when. Well, if men changed it, they can change it back. You're right, as always, my dear. Enough about Ottilia. Is there anyone else you think may have done it? I don't know if he has any ill intent, but Prior Ferenc has been acting strangely since the day Lorenz arrived. Perhaps an academic disagreement? I know they're both avid readers, both of classics and new works. On his last visit, the Baron brought a book on astronomy, bought a book of astronomy from me. I know the Prior has some similar interests. But would the Prior kill someone over a simple disagreement? It's not as strange as you might think. Within the world of astronomy, some have opinions they would kill for. It's not that outlandish. When I was in university, I saw a man throw punches over small academic concerns. I'll go with the specified, like with the more specific option because we chose that for us. What is an opinion for some is a testament of faith for others and worth killing for. That may be so, but I've never seen that sort of anger in Prior Ferenc. Not even when Gernot was made abbot instead of him. Afterwards he seemed bitter, but never violent. That just doesn't seem to be part of his character. So, Lucky, the widow, and the Abbey Prior. Anyone else? There was something strange when we approached the Abbey together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. Mother Cecilia scowled and took the nuns inside without saying a word. It sounds like they have a history, at least. I guess we're out of options. Let's eat the sausage. I do not know Mother Cecilia personally, but I have never heard anyone speak badly of her. If she had cause to dislike the Baron, I must believe she had good reason. Well, Andreas, it sounds like there's a lot to look into. Thank you for talking to me. I was feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for your care. It's helped me understand how I can help Piero. I guess I'll go for the second one. You're always welcome here, Andreas. Anytime. Yeah! You are especially welcome with this one. Okay. God be with you, Andreas. Thank you, God be with you. Thank you, be good until I come back, Bertolt. I'll go with that. Okay. 2 days remain. I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? I could talk to Lucky Steinauer. He's probably working in front of his house. The widow Kemperin lives south of here, near Franz Bauer. Let's quickly get the image of his. There we go. Prior Ferenc is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to talk to him until tomorrow. Speaking of the scriptorium, I really should look at what Ferenc was writing in that book yesterday. Still, nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia at the moment. But if I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body at the Abbey, he'll have to do it without me. Okay. 4 suspects. But I think I'll have to do that tomorrow. Next time, I guess. My voice is starting to get rough. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.